Good day and welcome to Seabed Television. We are reaching you on our YouTube channel. The Nigeria Customs Service recently increased the Comprehensive Import Supervision Scheme (CISS), which was formerly 1% fee on the cost of imported goods into Nigeria to 4% as its mandatory charge for most imports. Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Widescope Group, an award-winning international group of companies spanning aviation, maritime, media, and project management, among others, with foothold across 5 countries, Dr. Olusegun Musa spoke with Seabed and Bunkers Communications Television.
Rather than government looking at us and say, okay, out of the illegal CISS we are collecting, because CISS is legal money. It's unfortunate we don't have capacity among the associations. Otherwise, they should have gone to court to challenge government collecting CISS. It's illegal. Because let me tell you the implication. The implication of that CISS is the money was actually tuned out of inspection agencies to manage their equipment and pay their staff. But now that we've migrated to destination inspection, that is being managed by customs, that are being budgeted for, who gets that money? It's illegal collection. So government should come out and tell us who has been collecting this CISS. What is it being used for? It has run into billions of dollars, if not trillions of dollars. The money government should tell us the money is still there. Otherwise, they've shared it. Who has shared it? We need to know. EFCC need to investigate into it. It does not mean because it's government revenue it should not be investigated. These are the works of EFCC. EFCC are not for them to start looking after private actors, but they should investigate the government itself.
Dr. Shegun, with over 156 local and global awards to his name, also reacted to the 12 trillion naira revenue target given to the Nigerian Customs Service for the year 2025.
When customs revenue on import duty increases, everybody in that country will start shedding tears and protesting. It's a bad indicator. It shows that the economy has died. It shows there's no production again. It shows there's no manufacturing again. It shows the economy has no capacity again. It's an indicator that the economy has nosedived totally. For every year you increase revenue on import duty, it shows the economy is dying. The revenue that's supposed to be increased is internally generated revenue and excise duty. No country runs budget or run economy based on import duty revenue. No country. And that is different between advancing and developing country and underdeveloped country. It is only underdeveloped country that has no leaders that can think outside the box, that thinks of, oh, let everybody drop everything and we make money. Just bring anything, just give us revenue. It's a lazy way of running government. When you see people advancing discourse on let's make more money from import duty, it shows that they are lacking knowledge of developing economy. Rather, they want to kill economy as long as money is coming in. No sane government will ever think of let's make more money through import duty, because it's a lazy way of running governance. It's the laziest way of running governance. Cotonou did it before. It did not pay them. They were making money. They were not doing production. They were not doing anything. They were making money through import. Everybody was just importing. Before you know it, their currency turned to tissue paper. You want to build your currency. You want your currency to have value. You want to add value to your currency. And you're not thinking of balance of trade. If you don't have balance of trade, how do you achieve balance of payment? If you don't have balance of payment, how do you strengthen your currency? And these are the first stage the government is supposed to start working on before allowing our currency to be determined by the market. Now, we've thrown our currency out. Let the market dictate the value of our currency, which no country does around the world. All the countries that tried, they regretted it. Britain did it about 3-4 years thereabout. Their currency crashed below $1. They quickly picked it up and start managing it back. Nobody does it. especially if you don't have capacity for production. The only country that can do it is like a country that has pegged it on gold. Gold will continue appreciating. China and some, because their capacity is huge in production. You don't have any capacity, you don't say, oh, let's check what is the value of our currency. What will you gain when you know the value of your currency? Now we now know the value of our currency. What has it benefited us? You've thrown it open. We know the value now. That is worthless. So what have we benefited from it? No country does that. No, it's suicidal. It's economic fraud. And it's also a lazy way of running governance. Because when you make your currency to depreciate, what you want to gain is when the proceed of sales start coming in, you now make more naira. You make small dollar. When you now convert to naira, it now be huge. It's just that when you are not doing your allocation to state, say that it's collecting 3 million now, we now collect 6 million. They will think they are making more money, but the value of that money is worthless. So it's a lazy way of economic principle. We call it intellectual fraud in economics.
He is a corporate titan, seasoned technocrat, eminent philanthropist, and consummate maritime practitioner of over 3 decades. He equally addressed some operational challenges in the system.
A lot of investors want to come in, but because the transparency is not there, and because of their integrity, they cannot afford to compromise. They rather go to Cotonou or go to Ghana, where the system has a little integrity. So for us to boost our economy and to advance our economy beyond this stagnated stage, we must embrace change. It's inevitable. And that is just the only way if truly we want to migrate from this nosediving economy to advancing economy. Cargo tracking, no, it's a fraud. And we are saying the economy is dying every day. These are the factors killing the economy. I remember when we joined this job in the 80s, up to 90s, mid-90s, we were using what we call IDR, import duty reports, combined with certificate of findings. Those are the 2 documents we are using for import regulation then. At a stage, we try to consolidate it and merge it together. We now change it to CRI, Clean Report of Inspection. At a stage, we say, look, we don't want this foreign inspection agency again. We have capacity to do inspection locally. We have all these inspection agencies already domiciled in Nigeria. Let's start destination inspection. That was when we now change it to RA, Risk Report Assessment. Now, we now say, look, we don't want risk assessment report. We now say, oh, look, we now have a robust custom. Custom IT is advancing. There's nothing these people are doing that custom cannot do. Why not allow custom to handle this? When custom handle it, you will never see custom querying that inspection document again, because they are the one issuing it. I was a lone voice then too, saying, look, it's going to be a fraud. Because if before now, custom are still compromising the one that, is it the one they issue they will not compromise? Before you know it, everybody is saying, Musa, don't be enemy to custom now, don't criticize custom now. And I said, okay, it's all right, no problem. Let's see how it's going to function. Do you know, till today, almost 30%, when they started, it was about 80-90% of this custom will query it. Now I think it has reduced to almost 40 or 30% now, because of most of our petitions. How can you issue a document? Initially, you told me all those ones are advisory. But the one you will issue that you would have done diligence before you issue it. You will have seen the risk and all the implications before you issue it. Now you are now telling me the one you are issuing now are also advisory. So if it's advisory, why don't let us skip to the advisory that we are using before? Why using your own advisory if you have to query it again?
The main purpose of the Comprehensive Import Supervision Scheme, CISS, is to ensure that all imported goods are properly inspected, valued, and are compliant with the Nigerian laws and standards. This is Seabed Television.